Your home for Carterville Lions basketball is News Radio 1340, WJPF Heron, W258DP Heron, 99.5 FM.
Yes, 1340 AM. Hear the Lions roar all season long with People's National Bank, McDonald's, the UPS Store, Clark Transportation, SI Suzuki String, IBEW Local 702, and First Mid-Bank and Trust. The Lions are also powered by Polar Whips, the Bank of Heron, Joe's Lawn Service, Ron Ward Chevrolet, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, and John A. Logan College. Streamwood also supports the Carterville Lions.
Good.
SIU Credit Union, Infinity Realty, Rob's Pit Barbecue.
Nice, you won't have to move it at all.
Orthodontics, and Banterra Bank.
That's about as good as I can get. I can't get those two corners.
It's time for the Carterville Lions on News Radio.
You're missing one corner.
Here's Scott Hudson and
Near right corner.
There you go, Dave McKenzie.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first high school basketball season for 2022 for your Carterville Lions as they open play in the Ernie Bozarth Tournament, Murphysboro Trico, and this is a Trico side, Scott Hudson. And a year ago, this Steeleville team that we're facing tonight wound up finishing fourth in the state, beat the Lions in the first game of the season, but Carterville was missing two of its key cogs in that opening game.
Yeah, Peyton Biddle was out with an injury early in the year, didn't come back till mid-December. And then, of course, Caden Hawkins, Mr. Everything, was out until about the middle of January. So Carterville does have a full squad here, minus Aiden Hinton, who tore his knee in a practice early in the football season. So I think that's one of the keys to Carterville. What I'm going to be watching tonight is who's going to fill that void by Hinton, and who are some of the players coming off the bench that are going to fill the void left by Nolan Hartford, who decided not to play this year.
Carterville Lions a year ago finished the season 20-12 on the year. As we mentioned, this Steeleville Warrior team, coached by Aaron Feeney, wound up 29-8. They finished fourth in Class 1A and just had an outstanding season, but they lost quite a bit.
Well, they did. They lost a lot from last year's team, as every school does. You know, you have that one group, whether it be football or basketball, that comes through your school that's very talented, and the Warriors had that last year. They're one of, if not their best returning starter this year, packed bags and went to Pinckneyville. Going to go play for the Panthers this year, so they're missing him. But the one advantage Steeleville will have tonight over Carterville is Steeleville doesn't play football. These kids have been playing basketball since the end of baseball season in the spring, and they have been looking forward to this. So they've got their basketball legs under them. They're going to be the more conditioned team basketball-wise to at least start this game.
That's Scott Hudson. I'm Dave McKenzie, as we're about 7 minutes away from tip. And moments ago, I had a chance to talk to head coach Shane Hawkins briefly about this matchup tonight. When we return, you're going to hear from the head coach of the Carterville Lions. It's next here on Lion Sports on News Radio WJPF.
SIU Credit Union checking accounts just got better. Not only can you earn interest with free checking accounts with e-statements on balances over $1,000, but now earn SIUC rewards with your debit card. With this brand new free program, you'll earn points on everyday debit card purchases to exchange for cash back, discounts at local retailers, gift cards, and more. Open with just $25 and no monthly fees when you sign up for e-statements. Plus, access over 85,000 free ATMs nationwide. Apply at SIUCU.org today. Membership required, insured by NCUA.
If you were about to have your last McRib ever, you'd want some warning. So this is your notice to enjoy the sauciest McDonald's sandwich more than ever, because the McRib farewell tour has begun.
Hurry to McDonald's and grab a McRib while you can. Add any size soft drink like an icy cold Dr. Pepper for just $1.29. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
If you're looking for a change in your day-to-day and have experience as an air conditioning and heating technician, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating can help. This successful 40-year locally owned company is looking for more help to keep up with demand. If you have experience as a service tech or install tech, they're looking for you. Charlie's offers competitive wages, insurance, retirement packages, and paid vacation days. To apply, bring your resume to Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, 130 South Division Street in Carterville.
Back on our Lions pregame show, I had a chance to talk to the head coach of the Carterville Lions about 15 minutes ago. You're going to hear from Coach Shane Hawkins right now.
The pregame show continues. Coach Shane Hawkins, basketball game number 1, and you've had 6 practices with your full team. Congratulations.
Yeah, but you know what? I wouldn't change it for a thing. You know, we got guys who were being competitive all fall and winning a lot of games, and I don't think you can. People don't understand how important that is when you have guys who are used to winning, and that's the way we're going to approach it. And understand that we may be ugly early. Timing may not be real good. Skill-wise, we may not be great early. But I'm
going to go right to the break after this.
They know what it takes to win, and we're going to rely on that early.
Ernie Bozarth Tournament, the Trico side of the tournament. Why this tournament?
It gives us a chance to see other people. You go south. You go south in the midwinter, and you get down that area. You go to the east at Christmas and see all the eastern side teams. And this is kind of our only chance to see the west side, where you never know where you're going to fit in the regional. Some years we go east, some years we go west, and at least it gives us a chance to see different people. I hate playing the same teams over and over and over. I don't want to play somebody 3 or 4 or 5 times. And with this, it kind of being over here, it kind of helps us from that standpoint. Now you run into, we would happen to play a conference team, next year if it happens to be us and Murphy, and we would cross over and we play. So that, if you get in a tournament as a crossover, you kind of take it for what it is. And but to purposely schedule somebody to play a 3rd or 4th time, I've never been a big fan of that. And I like to see new faces.
Playing against the Steeleville team that went to the state tournament, wound up finishing 4th a year ago. They're a strong program.
Yeah, they've done a really good job, and it's been a program that, as every program, they've had some pretty good highs. They've had some, they've had their valleys, which you expected at a 1A program. But by and large, they've been successful for a long time, and they've obviously last year getting to the state tournament was, that was the peak of it. But they have a program. They've got guys who you have that small town feel, and they'll be living off this for the next 10 or 15 years because the young kids saw that. The 3 and 4 and 5-year-olds, they saw that. They saw the trip to the state tournament. They got to see a game in the arena for the super sectional, so that it's that kind of that winning mentality, and it breeds more winning. And so they understand obviously what it takes to be successful. They play really hard. And they're used to winning. I think that, again, kind of the motto we're taking, or kind of the same stance we're taking, is, you have guys who are used to winning, and you expect them to go make winning plays when it's time.
So who's your starters tonight? What are you going to go with?
We'll go with Hawkins and Biddle at the guards. Berkey will be on one wing, and then we'll have Lustenberger and Vandersville as our big guys, and that's what we want to refer to them as. We've got a lot of experience. You got a lot of guys who started a lot of games. You got guys who have played a lot of basketball. You got guys who have won in various sports at various levels, and they've done it since the time they were in 2nd and 3rd grade. And again, I think that's kind of what you build for is having winning programs and having those groups that have won for a long time. And we don't try to circle games on the calendar, but we have some guys who this game means a lot to. We have some guys that didn't play in this game last year, and it was one that kind of we let get away. Maybe they were pretty good. They were probably better than us at that time and point last year, and then they ended up going to get to the state tournament. But we've got some guys on our roster that remember this from last night or from last year, and so we hate to circle one game because it's we're going to play 31 or 32 or hopefully 37 or 38, but you got some guys who are kind of juiced to play tonight.
Well, we'll talk in the post game then.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good luck.
People's National Bank has 2 great CD specials for you. A 9-month CD at 2% APY and a 15-month CD at 2.5% APY. Come in today to take advantage of this limited time offer. Stop by any People's National Bank location and open a 9-month CD at 2% APY or a 15-month CD at 2.5% APY today. People's National Bank, member FDIC. Annual percentage yield accurate as of September 27th, 2022. $500 to open and obtain APY.
John A. Logan College is proud to support area high schools in the classroom and on the playing field. John A. Logan offers high school students the opportunity to earn college credit while in high school. Students can get a jump start on their college careers while saving money. After high school, students can easily transition to one of the college's career and technical education programs or a traditional baccalaureate transfer program. No matter your path, you'll know why everyone says, why would you go anywhere else? Good luck this season and visit jalc.edu.
To buy or sell a home in this area, you have a number of realtors to choose from. But if you want a local team that never stops working for you, a locally owned realty, so money stays to help the community, realtors who know the local market and have the latest technology, then you'll want Infinity Realty, serving all of Southern Illinois. It's still a good time to sell. Call Infinity to list or buy. 618-942-3333 on Division Street, Carterville. Online at infinityrealtyhomes.net.
Welcome back to Trico High School. Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson with you as we are getting you set for the first basketball game for your Carterville Lions for the year as they're getting ready to take on the Steeleville Warriors. Both teams are done with their pregame warm-ups as we are awaiting the starting lineups for Coach Aaron Feeney and head coach Shane Hawkins. Scott Hudson, what's your anticipation of how this team will start off without only 6 practices and the whole team together?
Well, they're not going to be in mid-season form, but I don't think Steeleville's going to be either. I think on paper, Carterville has the more talented team, and usually talent wins out, but Carterville's going to have to face a team that's very confident. This Steeleville team, as we mentioned, finished 4th at state last year in 1A. They're coming in here with the same attitude they did last year. Beat the bigger school, upset the bigger school, and I'm sure Carterville remembers that.
Absolutely. Carterville Lions going to be the visiting team here this evening here at the Ernie Bozarth Tournament on the Trico side. And, of course, a couple of players that we didn't see a year ago in this matchup, including Caden Hawkins, the starting guard for Coach Shane Hawkins. Little Hawk that stands 6 foot, he's a senior. You also have number 4, Peyton Biddle, the 5'7" senior. Also getting the start, the 6'1" senior, Blake Berkey. Adam Vanderzil, the 6'2" senior, will be on one wing for the Lions. And down in the post to start the game, Cade Lustenberger, the 6'5" senior. So it'll be Biddle, Berkey, Hawkins, Vanderzil, Lustenberger, all starting lineup seniors.
Now, and Vanderzil basically taking the spot of Aiden Hinton. You don't expect him to be Aiden Hinton, but you expect him to go in there, get rebounds, play good defense, chip in a few points. So I'm sure Mr. Vanderzil is very, very excited about this opportunity.
Absolutely. And don't forget, if you want to watch this game tonight, we've got our live stream up and running. And you can just head over to YouTube and you can search Steeleville Warriors and Carterville Lions on this November 28th, or you can just go search Dave McKenzie and you'll get to the stream there. Coach Aaron Feeney is going to go with a starting lineup of the 5'8" senior, number 1, Evan Reitz. He'll also start the All-Stater a year ago, Jacoby Gross. He's a 6-foot senior, wears number 3. Jack Knopp, the 6'2" senior, wears number 4. Carter Wasson, the 6'1" senior, he wears number 23. And then it will be the 6'2" senior, Evan Booch, wears number 44. So for Coach Aaron Feeney, it'll be Reitz, Gross, Knopp, Wasson, and Booch.
Wasson, just looking at him, reminds me a lot of a Aiden Hinton. He's got the size and build of Aiden Hinton, so he's going to have to be somebody Carterville's going to have to be aware of tonight. Where he's on the floor, he looks very athletic. And again, this Steeleville team, they're used to winning. They've got a winning program, so playing a bigger school like Carterville, who they beat last year, you know, they're not coming in here thinking, oh, woe is us. They're coming out here to play basketball.
Absolutely. A year ago, it was a 51-42 win for 52-41. That was back on November 29th last year, the first game of this Ernie Bozarth tournament. Steeleville wearing their all white with the blue outlined numbers on their jerseys. Carterville, the all orange with the dark blue, navy blue numbers on the back. And ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, high school basketball starts now.
It's here. Carterville does have a size advantage. Let's see if they try to take advantage of that down low.
It'll be Blake Berkey that'll do the jumping for the Carterville Lions, and ball is tipped and controlled by Steeleville, and they are moving from right to left on your radio dial. Is Jacoby Gross, the all-stater that brought it across the timeline. They work it around to the right side. Gross has it on the right wing. Jab step, nice feed down low, puts the shot up and good as Evan Booch gets the first bucket of the game.
Well, nice play by the wingman for Steeleville to get the ball down low.
Carterville has it in the front court. Cade Lustenberger holds between the circles. Now it's to Vanderzil. Right wing it goes to Blake Berkey. Berkey, nice feed to the post. Turnaround jumper from Cade Lustenberger off the back of the iron, no good. And the rebound is thrown out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, that's a tough turnover. Reese was just trying to get the ball back in bounds, but threw it out of bounds.
Lions from the baseline. They kick it around to the left wing. Lustenberger gives it to Hawkins. His little 15-foot jumper's good for Caden Hawkins.
Well, one thing about this Carterville team, Caden Hawkins didn't play football, so he's raring to go.
And you know he was pumped, ready to play his first game. As the Warriors have it in the front court. Down, trapping, gets the pull, gets it to Fuchs. He drives Booch, and his shot is no good, actually off the side of the backboard, and the Lions get the rebound. Here comes Caden Hawkins across the timeline. They work it to the left wing. Peyton Biddle, head fake, dribbles around the top. Now to Lustenberger. He's toward the left wing. Baseline drive, nice head fake, dumps it to Vanderzil, gets it to Hawkins on the right wing. Hawkins the right elbow to Blake Berkey, back to Hawkins, top of the key. Dribbles one time, gets it to Lustenberger. He's going to put up a three. That was a brick, and a rebound controlled by Jacoby Gross for the Warriors. Crossover dribble at the top of the key. Now they work to the left wing. Dribbling around up top, getting it to Jack Knope. Nope. To Gross. Gross, spin move from just off the elbow. His shot's no good, and Blake Berkey pulls down the rebound for the Lions. It's a 2-2 game with 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Carterville has it as Hawkins steps across the timeline. He's going to launch from three, buries it from the top of the key.
Well, he looks in midseason form.
He's all right. And the other way, the ball is going to stay with the Warriors as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Berkey with a nice play just in the front court. Berkey knocking the ball out of bounds. A good hustle by the senior.
5-2 our score. Warriors have it, launching a three. Gross, his shot is no good, and Cade Lustenberger gets the rebound for the Lions. Outlet pass to Peyton Biddle on the right wing. He's going to pull up three. His three is good. What a start for the Lions here. They lead it 8-2.
Yeah, their last two baskets have been threes, and they've opened up a 6-point lead.
5.5 remaining in the opening quarter. Warriors with it. Dribbling across the top of the key, Knope, and he gets it to Carter Wasson, and then taking it from Wasson is Gross. Gross runs into some trouble, throws the ball around, another turnover on the Warriors. Here come the Lions. Caden Hawkins on the run, head up, drives into the lane, kicks it to Lustenberger, thought about the three, finally puts up the three off the front of the iron. The ball was tipped around, and the Warriors control. Thought Peyton Biddle was going to dive after it, and I'm glad he didn't. He would have got hurt. As the Warriors get it into the front court. Nice backdoor pass, the shot blocked from Carter Wasson, and the Lions come away with it. Outlet pass, Lustenberger to the left baseline. Gets it to Hawkins. He's going to pull up three. That was too strong. Rebound tipped around. Stays with the Lions. Lusty from the free throw line. Jumper's good for Cade Lustenberger.
Well, Lustenberger's a type of player that even if he misses a couple shots, he doesn't need to quit shooting. He's got a great touch from the outside.
Wasson to Jacoby Gross, and a push foul is going to be called on Adam Vanderzil, and that's going to be the first foul of the game.
Our first substitutions of the game for Carterville, bringing in Drew Barrington and Braden Wakey.
And that was my question, and to Shane Hawkins as we were walking up the hall, who's 6 and 7? And he answered it and got it correct. Warriors ball, though. Jacoby Gross. They work it around to the left wing. Wasson thought about shooting. Backs it up. Has Berkey on him defensively. Carterville smashed up man-to-man defensively. 4:10 remaining in the first quarter. Lions lead it by 8. It's 10-2. Wasson between the circles. Right-hand dribble against Berkey to the right wing. Leaves it for Jacoby Gross. Head fake for Gross. He puts it up and under. And, boy, what a move from Jacoby Gross, the All-Stater from a year ago.
Well, you can see why. Very shifty. Got to the basket.
And smooth.
Very smooth.
Driving to, speaking of smooth, Caden Hawkins drives to the bucket and picks up his 7th point of the game on the little finger roll. It is 12-4 with 3:35 remaining in the first quarter. Wasson brings it across the timeline, drives it, kicks it to the baseline right. The jumper is good from Evan Booch. 4 in the game for Booch, cuts the lead to 6, 12-6 with 3:20 remaining in the opening quarter. Hawkins takes his time, gets it to Berkey. Berkey dribbles across top of the key to the elbow, spin moves, reverses, gets it to Hawkins. He's going to launch from 3, top of the key, off the back of the iron, no good. Wasson the rebound for the Warriors. The length of the floor, takes it, puts it up with the right hand, gets it to go. Carter Wasson with his first bucket, and we have a timeout that's called by Coach Aaron Feeney and the Steeleville Warriors. 2:58 on the clock. Lions lead it at 12-8 here on News Radio WJPF.
You don't have to be told the price of power is way up and winter's on the way. Firemasters in Carterville.
30 or 60.
A beautiful, effective, warm,
30
wood burning,
30 it is.
There are several places online you can purchase these, but you can be confident about the installation with Firemasters. They ensure a professional, safe installation process that will keep your family warm and offer you peace of mind, increase the value of your home, and save money. Firemasters, Route 13, Carterville.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in beautiful downtown Carterville. With punctual service, 5-star satisfaction, and the experience that comes from 40 years in the business. You can find out more. Visit charliesairandheat.com. Good start for the Lions.
Well, very good start. And Steeleville, who'd only made one of their first 5 shots from the field, have now hit 3 in a row to get back into this ball game.
Lions bring the ball up the floor after the timeout. They are up 12-8 with 2:50 remaining in the opening quarter. This is game 1 of the season for the Lions. Lustenberger hands it to Hawkins. Jumper from the elbow from Little Hawk is good. Caden Hawkins lighting it up. He's got 9 points. A year ago, he averaged over 15 a game.
I'll tell you what, he's so good with the ball and that penetration, and then he either draws the defense to him or he'll take that jumper like he did there.
He's a better shooter than his dad.
Oh, boy, I'll let you tell him that.
14-8 as Wasson's shot is blocked by, in for the Lions, Braden Wakey, and I didn't see who made that, Scott.
That was Reitz that made the basket. Carterville tried to save it on the wrong end of the floor, and it went in.
His first field goal of the game, 14-10. Steeleville's cut the lead to 4. 2 minutes exactly remaining in the opening quarter. Cade Lustenberger dribbles with the left hand. Hands it to Caden Hawkins. He's going to pull up 3 again. That one's no good. Nice rebound, though, for the Lions, as it was Maddox Crane who got the board into the game coming out of the timeout. Barrington needs some help. Gets it to Cade Lustenberger. Lusty between the dribble. Little 10-foot jumper was short, and the rebound to Cannon Ruby for the Warriors. Wasson has it over on the left wing. They work it to the left baseline. Driving into the paint, putting it up with the right hand. The runner is good from Evan Reitz.
Well, they've hit their last 5 shots from the field, and Carterville's going to have to stop that penetration into the lane.
It's a 2-point ball game now, 14-12, with just over a minute remaining in this opening quarter. In game 1 this evening, Redbud knocked off Trico 57-34. This is game 2 of the tournament here at Trico. Hawk yells out instructions to his gang out on the floor. With the basketball, it is Braden Wakey now. Lusty turns it over. His pass tipped and taken the other way. Wasson has it. He's going to back things up as the clock rolls to about 45 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Lions are up 2, 14-12. Wasson holds near the midcourt line. Carterville's content to let the clock roll. Probably next year there'll be a shot clock.
Yeah, nobody could do this next year, but it looks like Steeleville's content to play for the last shot of the first quarter.
Lions had an 8-point lead, their biggest lead of the game. Wasson decides to go now, backs it up, had Hawkins on him. They kick it to the corner. Nice D by the Lions. Wasson takes control at midcourt with 11 seconds on the clock. Between the leg dribble, Little Hawk on him. Caden mans up. 3 from Wasson, in, out, no good. Lustenberger with the rebound. Lions a shot at the buzzer from Lustenberger is no good. And at the end of the first quarter, Carterville has a 2-point lead. It is 14-12. This is Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF.
When you bank with Banterra, you'll benefit from a bank that offers convenience and exceptional service. I'm Jeff Speed, Market Executive for Banterra, and we want to be your financial partner. We offer personal service combined with superior products such as digital banking, smart checking options, and competitive lending rates. Banterra is the region's largest locally owned community bank with 25 Southern Illinois branches to serve you. Banterra Bank, proud supporter of high school sports. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
From faxing to notarizing, the UPS Store is every ing for your small business. And when it comes to protecting your confidential information, quiet! You should know about the shredding services available at the UPS Store. They're just what you need for protecting, securing, and disposing of proprietary documents.
Oh, so I can do less worrying.
The UPS Store, every ing for small business. And of course, shipping. Shredding services are provided by Iron Mountain Information Management, LLC. The UPS Store franchise locations are independently owned. Visit the upsstore.com/shredding for details.
As we head to the second quarter, Carterville leads this game, Scott Hudson, 14-12.
Steeleville shot 54% in the first quarter, 45% for Carterville. Carterville had the only 2 threes, but Steeleville getting a lot of their points in the paint.
Lions have it to start play here in the second. They have the 2-point lead, and Peyton Biddle takes the inbound pass at the logo. Hands it off to Caden Hawkins. Little Hawk dribbles to the right wing. Drives to the baseline. Man defense by the Warriors. Throws the pass to Vanderzil. He controls. Gets it to Blake Berkey. Berkey into the paint, and a push from behind is going to be called on Evan Booch. That's going to be the first on Booch, as it was Brayton Wakey that took the push from behind. Carterville inbounds to Vanderzil. Adam drives on his man, reverses, gets it to Biddle. He's open for 3 and hits it from the right wing for Peyton Biddle. That's his second of the game.
Yeah, and they've both come at big times for Carterville. One to give Carterville an extended lead in the first, and this one to give them another.
Turnover on the Warriors the other way. The layup is good from Blake Berkey. He's in the book. Carterville's extended the lead to 7 quickly here in the second quarter.
Carterville's forced 3 turnovers on the Warriors and turned those into points.
Gross has it. Jacoby Gross. Now to the left wing with the basketball, Jack Knopp. Coming up top is Evan Booch, and down low, nice feed. And the bucket is good from Evan Reitz. He's got 6 in the game for the Warriors.
Nice backdoor cut. Kiss it off the glass.
19-14. And a foul up top is going to be called on Cale Newby. Second team foul on the Warriors.
Yeah, only 3 fouls in the game so far.
Been played clean.
It has. Carterville's played at the more frantic pace of the 2 teams.
Carterville trying to get into their set. Peyton Biddle drives on Gross, and a foul is going to be called on Jacoby Gross, the 6-foot senior. It's his first of the game, 3rd team foul. Now on the Warriors, and Peyton Biddle was in the act of shooting. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's got 6 points in the game so far. First one is good. Year ago, Peyton averaged about 8 points a game.
Peyton's good at drawing contact on the inside for a small guy.
As he hits both free throws here, 8 now for Peyton. Carterville picks up some pressure in the backcourt. Wasson beats the press, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Blake Berkey from behind. That's going to be the first on Blake, and that will be the 2nd team foul on the Carterville Lions. Warriors basketball on the far side. And another turnover forced by the Lions D. Here comes Peyton Biddle, bumps into the man, and a blocking foul is called on Evan Reitz for the Warriors.
Boy, that was one of those 50-50 calls.
That looked like it's about 75.
Well, so, we'll take it.
Yeah, Reitz picks up the foul, and Peyton Biddle, who just hit 2 free throws moments ago, he's going to get 2 more. He hits the first one. So Peyton has 9 points. Caden Hawkins has 9 points. Coming into the game for the Lions is Cade Lustenberger replacing Braden Wakey. Peyton Biddle, his second free throw is good. Double digits already for Peyton. Lions are up 23-14, just under 6.5 remaining. Cannon Ruby gets it to Jacoby Gross, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Adam Vanderzil. That's going to be the second on Vanderzil.
Yeah, they were trying to trap as soon as he got across the timeline, but Vanderzil just kind of reached in and got him with his arm.
Jacoby Gross drives down to the baseline. Nice feed into the paint, but they have to kick it around, putting it up off the glass with the left hand, though. Cannon Ruby, his first field goal of the game, 23-16 Lions.
Yeah, he just kind of got lost. He went down the lane, and nobody came and stopped him.
Caden Hawkins, crossover dribble, leaves it for Biddle. He's going to pull up 3 off the front of the arm, no good. And Blake Berkey is picking up a foul as he went over the back, trying to get that rebound. And for Blake Berkey, that's going to be foul number 2.
Well, Bill had hit 2 threes already, and he was open. That's a shot you got to take. You got to take that shot.
Good looks. Peyton Biddle puts some pressure on Jacoby Gross in the backcourt. Wasson trapped in the corner, and another foul is going to be called on Blake Berkey. And unfortunately for the Lions, that's 3 fouls on the senior from Carterville.
Now, Coach Hawkins not happy with the call because he thought Wasson swung his elbow around and hit Berkey.
I would agree. Drew Barrington checks in to replace Berkey. Wasson's trapped in the corner and turns the ball over, and a reach-in foul is called on Carter Wasson for Steeleville.
Wasson got trapped near the corner, had nowhere to go, and a good job by Carterville to get the ball, and then Wasson with the foul.
23-16 our score, 5.5 remaining in the first half. Carterville's ball. Adam Vanderzil between the circles, now to Cade Lustenberger. He's right of the circle, gets it over to Caden Hawkins. Hawk on the left wing. Now back to Lustenberger, right of the circle. Dribbles with the left hand to the elbow. Dishes it to Biddle. Biddle decides to take it into paint. Little up and under. Layup is good for Peyton Biddle. He's got 12 in the game.
Faked the 3 just enough to get the defense off balance and went in the lane and scored.
25-16, biggest lead of the game for the Lions at 9 points.
Oh.
And a foul is going to be called on Carterville.
Yeah, foul's on Vanderzil, but I thought he got all ball. The official saw it otherwise.
Well, he's got 3 fouls now, Scott Hudson.
Well, you're gonna get your depth tested real quick.
Evan Booch at the line hits the first free throw. 5 now for the 6'2 senior from Steeleville. Nice crowd here tonight at Trico. Lions will be back at it on Wednesday night when they play the host school, Trico Pioneers. Caden Hawkins easily breaks the press, dribbles around, leaves it down low, and a foul from behind on Braden Wakey as Jacoby Gross reaches in and slaps him on the wrist, and Gross has picked up his second foul of the game, and Braden Wakey, number 25, is going to the line to shoot 2.
When Hawkins breaks the defense down, he's got so many options on what he can do.
Yes, he does. Braden was waiting on the pass, gets fouled from behind. Braden, one of those football players that may take a couple weeks to kind of get in basketball shape. Peyton Biddle, one of those. Lions have several. The second from Wakey is in the air. too strong, and the rebound controlled by the Warriors. They take it the other way. With it is Carter Wasson. Wasson gets it to Gross. Gross head fake, and now dribbles between the circles, leaves it for Wasson on the left wing. He reverses a couple of times, dribbles back to Jacoby Gross. Gross top of the key, has Biddle on him. He pulls up three, no good, and the rebound to the Carterville Lions. Here comes Barrington across the timeline, leaves it for Caden Hawkins on the left wing. Jumper from 15 from Hawkins, high off the rebound and controlled by Nolan Feeney for the Warriors. Wasson takes control to the right wing. Drives to the paint, has the ball stripped away, another turnover. Here comes Carterville. Caden Hawkins to the rack and lays it with the right hand up and in. 11 for Caden Hawkins.
If he's one-on-one in the front court, game over.
He will break you down. 27-18 and a whistle and a push foul being called on Peyton Biddle.
Lustenberger got caught on Lusty.
Yep.
But yeah, Carterville's got some kids in foul trouble already. And Dave, when you play at a frantic pace like this, like Carterville's playing, you're going to run into that at times, especially early in the year. But right now, Carterville's played pretty well, except for some breakdowns defensively in the paint. That's where Steeleville's getting a lot of their easy buckets.
Caden Ruby is at the line shooting the 1-and-1. He hit the first. Second one from Ruby is good as well. He converts the bonus. 4 in the game for Cannon Ruby. And it's a 7-point game for the Lions, 27-20. 3:49 showing on the clock. Carterville brings it into the front court. Drew Barrington takes it the length of the floor. Right-hand runner's good for Drew Barrington.
I like the aggressiveness of Barrington. He broke down the defense, and he went straight to the glass.
Warriors have it, taking it to the hole. Nice feed,
charge.
And a charge is going to be called on Jacoby Gross as he ran over the Carterville Lions defender, and I believe that was Caden Hawkins.
No, it's Braden Wakey.
Was it?
Wakey stood his ground, took the charge, and that is now 7 turnovers on Steeleville. Carterville with only 1 turnover in this first half.
And here's something important for the Lions. Jacoby Gross just picked up his 3rd foul. The All-Stater from a year ago goes to the bench with 3:30 remaining here in the half, and a foul is going to be called on Carterville. As it is Cade Lustenberger that just picked up his 2nd foul. 18th foul on the Lions, 7 on Steeleville. Carter Wasson takes it across the timeline to the right of the circle, dribbles with the left hand across the top of the key, gets it over on the left wing to Reitz. Reitz dribbles and gets it over on the right side and winds up with it back in his hands, drives down the lane, and the ball was tipped out of bounds. Yep. It looked like maybe off the face of Chad Canope there.
I think it was, and that is 8 turnovers now for Carterville. As Carterville subs in Parker Poole, a 6'1" sophomore. He's got good size. If he's 6'1".
The sophomore. Carterville's ball, though. Wakey gets it to Poole. Nice backdoor feed to Caden Hawkins, and he converts on the layup. The fadeaway jumper from Caden Hawkins, 13 now in the game for Caden.
Nice play by the sophomore.
An 11-point lead for the Lions at the 2:30 mark. Warriors have it. Wasson head fake on the left wing. Top of the key to Reitz. Reitz leaves it, top of the circle, but the ball comes into the backcourt. It was off of Steeleville, and they're going to say it's Carterville basketball.
No, they're going to give it to they're going to give it to Steeleville. I thought it was off of Wasson, but
I did too.
I don't have my glasses on, so I guess that's my excuse.
So Wasson slows the pace with 2:10. 31-20 the score. At the logo at midcourt. Carterville in a 1-2-2 kind of a matchup zone. Wasson, right-hand dribble to the right wing. Feeney fires from the right wing. Man, he just didn't think anything about that at all. He launches it. Noah Feeney picks up his first field goal And it's an 8-point Lion lead.
That's only their third field goal here in the second quarter.
And a foul is going to be called on Carter Wasson. That's foul number 2, as Caden Hawkins drove on him and was able to pick up.
It's amazing how people who are in front of you don't realize when somebody's trying to do a ball game.
Yeah, it's part of it, buddy.
This is when you need a pea shooter. Slingshot might work too.
Spitball. Caden Hawkins goes to the line. He's got the baker's dozen here so far. 13 points. A year ago, averaged 15. You know, he had a fantastic summer basketball. Rave reviews on his play, how much he'd improved over a year from basketball a year ago.
Yeah.
He hits the first free throw.
Well, at least he didn't go diving for any loose balls in a pickup game this summer.
True, this is true. And he's smart. He learned his lesson. Second free throw. It's high off the glass. He misses that. 90 seconds remain in the half. 32-23, Lions up. Feeney dribbles around, gets it to Reitz. Reitz drives against Carterville's Parker Poole, and Poole picks up foul number 1.
Yeah, Reitz is he's really quick, and Poole, the sophomore, just wasn't able to move his feet enough to get in front of him.
Evan Reitz only stands 5'8", but he's got great hair. Several of them out there, too.
I wish I had half of what he has.
Peyton Biddle checks back in for the Lions. Wasson checks out for the Warriors. Evan Reitz, 6 points in the game so far at the stripe. First one is good.
They're 5 of 5 from the free throw line, so if this game is close down the stretch, you might not want to foul the Warriors.
Evan, number 1, second free throw in the air. Misses that one, and the rebound to Wakey for the Lions. Outlet pass to Biddle at the left hash. Minute 15 on the clock. Oh, nice backdoor cut by Caden Hawkins, and a feed from Peyton Biddle. Hawkins converts, 16 in the game for Little Hawk.
That looked like a quarterback hitting a wide receiver on our crossing route.
10-point lead for the Lions with 60 seconds remaining in the half. And a travel is called on Cannon Ruby, giving the ball back to the Carterville Lions. And a timeout. With 58 seconds remaining in the half, it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll pause for 30 here on News Radio WJPF.
Hey, quick, tell me the greatest thing about Polar Whip, Energy's Finest Restaurant. You're probably going to say the low prices. You're probably going to say double cheeseburger. You're probably going to say maybe the fried pickles or the corn nuggets or the barbecues or the chili. Well, how about this? My favorite thing is the car hop. Yeah, the car hop. You pull into Polar Whip, boom, they just magically appear. You give them your order, and then in just a few minutes, you have your delicious meal from Polar Whip. And you save money, too. It's the car hop, Polar Whip.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by IBEW Local 702. Proud supporter of Lions sports, the IBEW Local 702, dedicated to providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Heron beat Cairo tonight 63-16. Had a running clock in the fourth quarter. 34-24, a 10-point lead for the Lions here. With 45 seconds remaining, Carterville turns the ball over, giving it back to the Warriors, and they turn around and double dribble and give it right back to Carterville.
And that's all because of Caden Hawkins' tenacious defense. I mean, he made that turnover. Carterville, with only 2 turnovers in this first half, Steeleville now has 10.
Do you know the band Tenacious D?
No, I do not.
Jack Black and his I can't remember the other guy's name. They're amazing.
Okay.
But
I'll
that's
take
what
your
we'll
word
start
for it.
calling little Caden.
Okay.
Tenacious D. He has the ball and gets it over to Barrington, who drives, puts it up with the right hand. A little underhand scoop is good from Barrington. 4 in the game for Drew, and Lions up 12 again. Another turnover, nice feed. Jumper from Maddox. Crane is good. Maddox on the board.
I'll tell you what, the ball movement by Carterville tonight is exceptional.
And a timeout is called with 9 seconds showing on the clock by Coach Aaron Feeney. And it is going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll pause as well here. Lions lead it 38-24 on News Radio WJPF.
Dr. Childers and his team have been creating smiles across Southern Illinois for over 30 years.
We're still going to go 2 minutes at halftime.
During your orthodontic journey. He is also the #1 Invisalign provider in Southern Illinois. Dr. Childers offers free consultations at all 3 of his locations, Heron, Benton, and Harrisburg. Check out his website at childersbraces.com for more information. Dr. Childers will help you achieve the smile you've always wanted.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by Steeleville, which is Power Styling Service in Carterville. Open Tuesday through Friday from 8 until 5, Saturday from 8 until 2. 9 seconds remaining coming out of the timeout by the Warriors. And they get the ball into the front court with 3 seconds down low. Nice feed. The shot is up and good. To close out the quarter, Evan Booch scores the final bucket of the half, and it is 38-26. The Carterville Lions have the 12-point lead. Stay with us. Our halftime show is coming up next here on News Radio WJPF.
At the Bank of Heron, we know that between family and work, it can be a challenge to find the time to take care of things like going to the bank. And really what you need is a way to do your banking on the go. Well, we've got good news. With the Bank of Heron mobile banking app, you can manage debit cards, find bank locations, monitor account activity, even make a deposit. Just a few of the ways our mobile banking app can save you a trip to the bank. We'd love for you to come and see us, but now you don't have to. The Bank of Heron, it's not just a bank, it's mobile banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Ron Ward Chevrolet in Heron, we are teaming up to bring you the best deal on your next vehicle. At Ron Ward, we always have over 100 cars to choose from. You can shop our entire selection at RonWardChevy.com. Come test drive your next vehicle, and we'll have the car and keys ready before you arrive. Now that's teamwork. So come see our team at Ron Ward Chevy in Heron. We support all of our Southern Illinois athletes. We wish you all the best.
Ron Ward Chevrolet. Just great deals at low prices. Ron Ward Chevrolet.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, represents more than just electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
SI Suzuki Strings has music classes and lessons available.
You're coming back after this again. Don't wait too long before you take that middle break.
Ukulele, guitar, and more. From ages 3 up to adults. All levels and ages, as well as tune-a-day group classes are registering now. Classes are taught by well-trained Suzuki professionals with years of teaching and playing experience. SISuzukiStrings.com or 618-227-PLAY. Come make music with us today.
Welcome back to Trico High School. Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. We're at the half, and the Carterville Lions lead the Steeleville Warriors. It's 38-26. Scott Hudson, that was a pretty good half of basketball by the Lions.
Considering that you didn't get all your team together for no more than 6 practices because of football, I think you scored 38 points in the first half of your first game. That's pretty impressive. You know, Carterville wasn't perfect, but I'll tell you what, it's probably a lot better than what Coach Hawkins was expecting coming into this first game.
Well, considering in a game a year ago, Carterville scored 41 for the game, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and they had a good first half. Stats-wise, Carterville out-rebounded Steeleville 9-8. Key there, Steeleville had no offensive rebounds, but part of that is because Steeleville shot the ball really well, especially in the paint. Big reason why Carterville has this 12-point lead at half. Steeleville with 11 turnovers in the first half, only 2 for Carterville. Shooting the ball from the field, Carterville 60% from the field in that first half. Carterville made their last 6 shots from the field to end that first half. 62% from the field for Steeleville, but they only attempted 5 shots in that second quarter. Why? Because they were turning the ball over a lot. From the free throw line, Carterville 5 of 8. Steeleville 5 of 6.
When you look at scoring for the Warriors, they're led by the 8 points from Evan Booch. He, where's number 44? Evan Reitz with 7 points. Jacoby Gross with 2. That's pretty good defense, keeping him to just 2 points. Carter Wasson with 2 and Cannon Ruby with 4. Noah Feeney came in, hit a big 3 for the Warriors. Carterville's led by, of course, Caden Hawkins, 16 first-half points. Peyton Biddle with an additional 12 points. Maddox Crane in the scorebook with 2. Drew Barrington with 4. Blake Berkey with 2. Cade Lustenberger with 2. Braden Wakey, no points, but a good first half for Braden. Carterville leads it here, 38-26.
A lot of players scored for Carterville. That's a big thing for Carterville this season. They're going to have to get production from a lot of players off that bench. And, I thought Barrington came off the bench and did very well. He played smart offensively especially. He took the opportunities that were there. He didn't try to force anything. So all in all, 38-26 lead at halftime in your first game of the season. I think Coach Hawkins has to be pleased with that.
Jacoby Gross, the only player for Steeleville with foul trouble. He's got 3. Carterville's got 2 with 3 fouls. Blake Berkey, Adam Vanderzeel, Cade Lustenberger with 2. 38-26 is our score. We're going to go on and take another break here on our halftime show on News Radio WJPF.
When you go mobile with First Mid, you have the power of banking in your hand. Download the First Mid mobile banking app and manage your money no matter where you are. Keep account balances at your fingertips. Deposit a paper check with just a few taps. And pay your bill or your friends. Just remember to turn on mobile alerts in the app to receive important notifications. Don't sit still. Go mobile with First Mid Bank and Trust. Visit www.firstmid.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Rob's Pit Barbecue, mouth-watering, award-winning barbecue, including their tender barbecue pulled pork sandwiches, the brisket, ribs, chicken, fish, and so much more. Sunday, the golden fried chicken dinner and homemade chicken and dumplings. And don't forget about the pulled pork egg roll. Oh, yeah! Rob's Pit Barbecue, Route 13 and 148. Now, they're open 7 days a week. Catering is available for your parties and for businesses. 997-2272, and find Rob's Pit Barbecue on Facebook. Are you a safe, professional, over-the-road truck driver? You can make really good money with Clark Transportation. $24 to $26 an hour for your first 40 hours a week. Then overtime kicks in at $36 to $39 an hour. An annual salary between $80,000 and $90,000 each year. Paid medical insurance. And you're home every weekend. 618-969-8383. And visit their website at clark-trans.com. It's time to upcycle your career with Clark Transportation Services. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Joe's Lawn Service.
All right, you're coming back again. You only have like a minute or so to chat before
specializing in much more.
Getting that last 2-minute break in.
Care. Joseph McMahon and his crew can do snow removal, bush hogging, tree trimming, or tree removal, landscaping maintenance, and much more. Call 534-8148. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. 534-8148. That's 534-8148.
Back at the SIU Credit Union halftime report, Carterville Lions lead 38-26 here at the half. Game 1 tonight featured Redbud against the host team Trico, and Redbud comes away with a 57-34 win over the Trico Pioneers. Carterville will be back in action on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, when they will take on the host team Trico Pioneers here at Trico High School. The other game on Wednesday night will feature Redbud and Steeleville. That will be a 5:30 tip. Then on Friday, the Lions will play the 5:30 game against Redbud. Trico will take on Steeleville, and depending on what the record is of the Lions at the end of those 3 games will depend on what time they play on Saturday and what game on Championship Saturday they'll play.
If everything goes the way people think it will go, it'll be Carterville and Murphysboro playing for the championship. Now, there's still a lot of games to be played. Of course, Murphysboro on their side, they've got Lovejoy, Harrisburg, and Chester. So a lot to be determined, but, if you look at the 2 biggest schools in this tournament, you figure they're going to probably be playing for the championship. But back to this game, I think the one thing Coach Hawkins is telling his team right now, he said, look, we took some really good shots in the first half. They didn't all go in, but we were very good offensively. But defensively, they've got to quit letting the Warriors get to the paint a little. I thought the Warriors got to the paint a little too easy in that first half. So if they can tighten things up defensively, I think they can come away with a big win here.
38-26 our score from Trico. Stay with us when we come back. Second half action is next on News Radio WJPF.
People's National Bank has 2 great CD specials for you. A 9-month CD at 2% APY and a 15-month CD at 2.5% APY. Come in today to take advantage of this limited time offer. Stop by any People's National Bank location and open a 9-month CD at 2% APY or a 15-month CD at 2.5% APY today. People's National Bank, member FDIC. Annual percentage yield accurate as of September 27th, 2022. $500 to open and obtain APY.
Hey, I'll be right back. Run into McDonald's. Kickoff is like any minute now. You'll never make it. Want to bet an order of fries on that? Sure on. Just order on the app, curbside pickup, done. Dude, that's cheating. Dude, get over it. You can always find time for McDonald's when you order ahead on the app. Right now, download the McDonald's app and get a free Big Mac. And don't miss other daily deals, only on the app. Offer valid one time through the last day of the month of app download for first-time users at participating McDonald's. May take up to 48 hours to appear in deals. Download and registration required.
SIU Credit Union checking accounts just got better. Not only can you earn interest with free checking accounts with e-statements on balances over $1,000, but now earn SIUC rewards with your debit card. With this brand new free program, you'll earn points on everyday debit card purchases to exchange for cash back, discounts at local retailers, gift cards, and more. Open with just $25 and no monthly fees when you sign up for e-statements. Plus, access over 85,000 free ATMs nationwide. Apply at SIUCU.org today. Membership required, insured by NCUA.
To buy or sell a home in this area, you have a number of realtors to choose from. But if you want a local team that never stops working for you, a locally owned realty, so money stays to help the community, realtors who know the local market and have the latest technology, then you'll want Infinity Realty. Serving all of Southern Illinois, it's still a good time to sell. Call Infinity to list or buy. 618-942-3333. On Division Street, Carterville. Online at infinityrealtyhomes.net.
Welcome back to Trico High School. Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. Teams are going to switch ends, and we're getting you set for the second half here between Carterville and Steeleville. 12-point lead as we start play in the third, 38-26. Steeleville has the basketball to start play. They're moving left to right on your radio dial. Watson drives across the free throw line now toward the baseline right. With it is Evan Booch. Booch gets it to Jacoby Gross. Gross drives to the free throw line. His right-hand runner is good. A little floater from Jacoby Gross. That's 4 in the game for him.
Yeah, he got built up in the air and then just had a nice floater there in the lane.
Carterville turns the ball over as the pass from Blake Berkey to Kate Lustenberger couldn't be handled.
Lustenberger was wide open, too. That had been an easy two if he corrals the pass.
Jacoby Gross, All-Stater a year ago in that state tournament run to 4th place for Coach Aaron Feeney and the Steeleville Warriors. Wasson has it left of the circle. Berkey on him defensively. Carterville starters, Caden Hawkins, and it's turned over. Carterville takes it the other way. Hawkins has it left wing. Dukes the man, takes it to the baseline, kicks it to the corner, pass out of bounds. Carterville turns it right back over.
Carterville already has the same amount of turnovers in the first minute of this third quarter as they did the entire first half.
Yep. So Jacoby Gross brings it across the timeline, gets it to Booch. Nice feed to Wasson. He's able to convert on the layup the other way. 4 now for Carter Wasson. And here in the first minute and a half, the lead's been cut to 8 points. 14 was the biggest lead for the Lions. That was at the 9-second mark of the second quarter. Long 3 from Caden Hawkins is off the mark, and a rebound from Reitz. Evan Reitz brings it into the front court. Feeds it to Wasson. Little loose, but Warriors control. They bring it around to the right wing. That's Gross with it. Behind the back, drives to the lane, puts it up off the glass. No good. Gets his own board, and it just bounces around on the rim and finally falls. Gross has already scored 4 here in the second. He only had 2 in the first half.
Yeah, 6-point start for Steeleville. It's got this lead to 6.
Berkey right wing, reverses, gets it down low to Lustenberger. Lusty dribbles with the left hand, backs his man down, turnaround fadeaway jumper's no good. Ball's tipped around, winds up with Caden Hawkins, and he almost dunked it, but he lays it home. I watched him dunk in practice really easy the other night.
I bet he was thinking about it.
He did think about it, but he rolled it in. 40-32 Lions. Wasson dribbles around Berkey, leaves it for Gross. Gross's shot no good. Rebound controlled by Carterville's Hawkins. Takes it the other way. Nice cross-court pass to Biddle. Biddle leaves it for Lustenberger. He's got an open three and buries it. 5 now for Lusty. Carterville's back up to a 10-point lead. Here comes Wasson to the free throw line. Leaves it for Booch. Booch dribbles top of the key. Warriors work it around to the left corner. Wasson takes it from there. Now to Gross. Gross on the left wing. Biddle on him defensively. 4:57 remaining. Carterville's up 10, 43. 11, 43-32. Gross on the right wing. Looks inside to Reitz. Now to Wasson. Wasson down low. Booch was asking for it. He was open for a minute, but Wasson couldn't get it to him. Wasson dribbles down low. Now they get it up to the right side of the circle. Reitz reverses to Gross. Gross has Biddle's elbow right in his belly. Booch takes it at the elbow. Back to Gross. Gross drives the baseline. Ball slapped and a reach-in foul called on Peyton Biddle.
I think Biddle may have got all ball, but
I did too.
When you hear that thud, you're probably going to get the foul called on you every time.
And they're going to say that Gross was in the act of shooting. He's going to be shooting 2, and he misses the first. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Gross, 6 points in the game. His second free throw is short, and the Lions get the rebound. No harm, no foul there. 43-32, 11-point lead with just over 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Carterville's ball, right to left on your radio dial. Lustenberger has it. Ooh, Jordan loses his footing.
Oh.
That's not a good call.
Not
he
at
fell
all.
down. He slipped, and Coach Aaron Feeney cannot believe it as the foul is called on Hayden Sternberg.
Yeah, Carterville got a gift there.
Yes, they did. Lustenberger has it. Right wing. Now to the left wing. Hawkins drives. Vandershilt drives. Kicks it to Lustenberger. His shot no good. The ball is out of bounds. Off of Carterville.
And Berkey just picked up his 4th foul. So he's going to go back to the bench, going over the back. Again, Dave, Lustenberger wide open. You got to take that shot.
Yeah.
Carterville's taken really good shots tonight. Some of them just haven't gone in.
Yeah. Which is to be expected with this team
Yeah,
early.
I mean, this is the first game.
Yeah, absolutely. Wasson to Gross. Gross right of the circle. Brings it to the right wing. With the basketball now is Hayden Sternberg. Sternberg into a double team, pulls up, nice backdoor feed, and the layup is no good from Evan Reitz. He short-armed it.
Yeah, he got too far under the basket.
Yep. And the rebound to the Lions. Caden Hawkins across the logo at midcourt. To the right side, Peyton Biddle, right wing. Feed to the elbow to Lustenberger. His jumper is good. Cade Lustenberger, 7 in the game. Jacoby Gross quickly the other way. Head fake, runs over the defender. A blocking foul called on Carterville's Braden Wakey.
I thought Wakey had position.
I did too. He was camped out there, had a fire going and everything. No call, or not.
So they're going to give him the foul. They're going to count the basket, so the basket's good. But I thought Wakey was set because Gross was out of control. But what you and I think doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
It didn't in football either, did it?
No, it didn't.
Ah, man.
We didn't get, again, this year, 0 calls were overturned because of what we saw.
We got to find a different sport.
Golf. Gross hits the free throw to complete the 3-point play. 9 points now for Jacoby Gross. And it's a 10-point lead for the Lions with under 3 to play. 45-35, Lions basketball. Lustenberger pull up 3 from the top of the key. 10 now for Lusty. Back to a 13-point lead. Warriors with it. Driving, and the ball slapped out of bounds. The reach in by Caden Hawkins.
Again, Dave, Gross beat his man, got into the lane, and if it wasn't for quick hands on a reach around by Hawkins, that would have been a layup.
Warriors ball. They throw it over to the left wing. That's where Wasson takes over. Has Lustenberger on him. And now Gross. Dribbles top of the circle. Crossover dribble to the left wing. Wasson takes the pass from Gross. Drives on Lustenberger. What a huge block out of nowhere. Braden Wakey gets the block. And on the other end, gets the shot off and no good. And the Warriors on the run. And a foul called on Cade Lustenberger as he got into the back of Wasson. Wow, end-to-end action here.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Wakey elevated.
Yes, I think he jumped off the top of the backboard. The way it looked.
I couldn't jump that high off a trampoline.
Jacoby Gross, his jumper's no good, and the rebound to Drew Barrington. He takes it the length of the floor into the front court left wing. Dribbles around, pass to the right wing. Open three from Peyton Biddle. That's short, and it's Wasson. Carter Wasson the rebound. Here comes Jacoby Gross from the left wing. His three's no good. And Barrington saves it to Lustenberger. Outlet pass to Peyton Biddle. Biddle feeds Barrington the other way. Left-hand layup is good.
What a play by Barrington. He got the rebound, threw it in, and then busted his butt down the floor and beat everybody down the floor for the easy basket.
6 in the game now, and it's a 15-point lead for the Lions here at the minute 24 mark of the third quarter. Warriors with it. Gross to Booch. Booch dribbles around. Wakey gets it to Reach. Reach kicks it to the left wing. Three ball from Wasson, and a foul is going to be called on Carterville's Drew Barrington. It's going to be the first. He got into the chest of Wasson, and Carter Wasson on that three. And now Wasson is going to be at the line shooting 3 free throws.
Yeah, after the quick start by Steeleville, who hit 3 of their first 4 shots to start this third quarter, they've only made 1 out of their last 7.
Wasson has 4 points in the game. His first free throws off the front of the iron.
And they were 5 of 6 from the free throw line in the first half. Now they're only 1 of 4 here in the second. You know, this is the first game of the year. Maybe your arms are getting a little tired right now.
Yep, legs not bending as deep as Wasson misses free throw number 2. So coming into the game now for Coach Aaron Feeney, Cale Newby, also Cannon Ruby into the game. Jack Knopp. The third free throw from Wasson is good. He's got 5 now. And with 65 seconds remaining, 14-point lead for the Lions. Open 3 from the corner. That is Maddox Crane.
We saw him do that many times in the JV games last year.
53-36. Wasson drives, traveled, and are they going to call it? Yes, they do. Turning it over, back to the Lions. 47 seconds remaining in the third.
Maddox Crane's the type of player, if you let him set and shoot, here comes another one.
Yep, from the right side, it gets it to go. 2 threes for Crane, 8 points in the game. Timeout on the floor. Lions are leading it by 20, 56-36. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back here on News Radio WJPF.
If you're looking for a change in your day-to-day and have experience as an air conditioning and heating technician, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating can help. This successful 40-year locally and paid vacation days. To apply, bring your resume to Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, 130 South Division Street in Carterville.
Back at Trico, 37 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Carterville Lions have blown this game wide open. A 20-point lead, 56-36. Back-to-back trays from Maddox Crane.
Oh, Well, as I said, we saw him do that in JV games last year many times, and he was open on both plays. And the thing I like, he was not hesitant. He wasn't timid. He didn't think, I'm not supposed to take this shot. You're open, you're a good shooter, take it, and you get rewarded for it.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Steve and Rich's Barber Styling. They're a full-service salon on Division Street in Carterville. They're open Tuesday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. and Saturday from 8 until 2. Length of the floor to go for the Warriors. Coming out of the timeout. 35 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Warriors trail by 20. Gross brings it across the timeline. Leaves it for Wasson. Now top of the key to Reitz. Reitz bounce pass to Sternberg. Sternberg controls, gets it to Jacoby Gross. Steps inside the arc. Now racks it up with 18-17 on the clock. We're in the third quarter. 20-point lead, 56-36. Steeleville going to hold for the final shot. Gross at the circle. At the logo. Top of the key. Spin move into the paint. Shot no good. Put back no good. Rebound Lions. Outlet pass. And Carterville can't get the bucket at the buzzer. 56-36. The Lions lead it by 20 here as we head to the the fourth quarter from Trico High School on News Radio WJPF.
The Bank of Heron has been serving Southern Illinois since 1937, offering everything from checking and savings accounts to loans and a full-service.
Just a heads up, we still have a ton of spots to make up. We'll do what we can at the end of the game, but if you guys get any breaks, injury, or anything like that, jump a 30.
The Bank of Heron. Find out more at bankofheron.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Ron Ward Chevrolet in Heron, we are teaming up to bring you the best deal on your next vehicle. At Ron Ward, we always have over 100 cars to choose from. You can shop our entire selection at RonWardChevy.com. Come test drive your next vehicle, and we'll have the car and keys ready before you arrive. Now that's teamwork. So come see our team at Ron Ward Chevy in Heron. We support all of our Southern Illinois athletes. We wish you all the best. Get down the road! Ron Ward Chevrolet. Just great deals and low prices. Ron Ward Chevrolet.
We start play here in the fourth quarter. Carterville leads it by 20, 56-36. Carterville moving right to left on your radio dial. Step back three from Maddox Crane, no good. Rebound controlled by the Lions. Barrington puts up a three, too strong, and the Warriors get the rebound. Outlet pass to Jacoby Gross. Shot blocked by Braden Wakey. Gross gets it back, drives into the paint, head fakes his way up, misses the shot, and the putback is good from Carter Wasson. 7 for Wasson.
Wow, this Carterville team is fun to watch offensively. I'll tell you what, they're like watching an NBA team.
Yes, they are. Barrington drives the baseline, kicks it top of the key. 3 from Hawkins is good. 21 in the game for Caden Hawkins, and timeout on the floor is called by Steeleville. It's going to be a 30-second timeout by Coach Aaron Feeney here on News Radio WJPF.
Hi, welcome to the UPS store.
Yeah, I'd like to ship this package.
Great, I can help you with that and every other ing.
Did you just say every other ing?
Printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs.
Shredding.
Yep.
Mailboxing.
Uh-huh.
Notarizing.
That too.
Wow, that's really some ing.
Now you're getting it.
The UPS store, every ing for small business. And of course, shipping. The UPS store franchise locations are independently owned and operated. Services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Don't forget, Carterville will be back in action on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock when they take on the Trico Pioneers. Our pregame coverage starting at about 6:45. 59-38, the 21-point lead for the Lions here. Under 7 to play. Wasson forces his way inside the arc, turns the ball over, gives it back to the Lions. Biddle, the length of the floor, off the glass, layup is good.
Nice job by Biddle to see what the defensive person was going to do, and he was not going to go towards him, so he went ahead and scored.
14 for Peyton Biddle, and Steeleville throws it away again, giving it right back to the Carterville Lions.
Dave, if you take just the second and third quarters alone in this game, Carterville was 16 out of 23, second through the third quarters.
Wow.
16 out of 20. That's what they call good shooting, Tex.
That's good shooting right there. I don't have a shaky hand when you're shooting like that. Berkey gets trapped over at the hash, and a timeout is called by Blake Berkey. Let's see. It's going to be a full timeout taken by Carterville. 6:25 on the clock. They lead at 61-38 here on News Radio WJPF.
When you go mobile with First Mid, you have the power of banking in your hand. Download the First Mid mobile banking app and manage your money no matter where you are. Keep account balances at your fingertips. Deposit a paper check with just a few taps. And pay your bills or your friends. Just remember to turn on mobile alerts in the app to receive important notifications. Don't sit still. Go mobile with First Mid Bank and Trust. Visit www.firstmid.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
This is News Radio 1340, WJPF Town, W258DP here at 99.5 FM.
Hey, quick, tell me the greatest thing about Polar Whip, Energy's finest restaurant. You're probably going to say the low prices. You're probably going to say double cheeseburger. You're probably going to say maybe the fried pickles or the corn nuggets or the barbecues or the chili. Well, how about this? My favorite thing is the car hop. Yeah, the car hop. You pull up, you pull into Polar Whip, boom, and they just magically appear. You give them your order, and then in just a few minutes, you have your delicious meal from Polar Whip. And you save money, too. It's the car hop, Polar Whip.
Lions have their biggest lead of the game. It's 21 points, 61-38. With the basketball coming out of the timeout, Blake Berkey inside the arc kicks it to Barrington, now left wing. That's Peyton Biddle, his three, off the iron twice, and the rebound by Evan Booch for the Warriors. They bring it the other way. Jacoby Gross. Carterville sets up the trap. He breaks it, gets it to Booch. Booch. And a reach-in foul by Peyton Biddle as he come flashing by Booch.
Not much there, but I guess enough to have the official blow.
Biddle with his second foul. That is the first team foul on the Lions here. Excuse me, the sixth team foul on the Lions. A long three from Jacoby Gross is good. That's his first three-pointer in the game. He's got 12 now to lead the Warriors.
And that's only their second three of the game.
Noah Feeney with the other. Lions have it, though. Berkey toward the right wing, reverses, drives into the arc, leaves it down low. The layup is good from Braden Wakey. Nice to see Wakey get his point. He's worked hard tonight, and he deserves a point on the board.
He's played well on defense, and a nice feed by Berkey.
Yes, it was. Wasson the other way. The right-hand layup is good. 9 for Carter Wasson. 63-43, 20-point lead. Carterville's ball. Ooh, Lustenberger open three. Can't get it to go, and the rebound to the Warriors. Outlet pass to Reitz. Right-hand layup. He can't convert. Again, he was too far under the basket. The other way, Berkey converts for the Lions.
And that's good to see Berkey being rewarded for his nice play the last couple of minutes.
And give him credit. He's got 4 fouls here in this game. Nice outlet pass to find Berkey, breaking toward the bucket. 65-43, a 22-point lead, and the layup is good by Jacoby Gross.
That's just a heck of a move.
Yes,
you know,
it is.
He's just
a
very
clutch,
good player.
That little double clutch layup. 20-point lead. 22, the biggest lead of the game. Down low, it's Wakey. Off the board and good for Braden Wakey.
And that's where Wakey can help Carterville this year. He can leap out of the gym, as we've seen on a couple of big blocks. So if you get him the ball down low, he can turn and just kiss it off the glass.
Timeout on the floor with 4:15 remaining, and it's a 60-second timeout. Lions lead it by 22. It's 67-45 on News Radio WJPF.
You don't have to be told the price of power is way up and winter's on the way. Firemasters in Carterville has help, a solution, a beautiful, effective, warm, wood-burning stove or ventless gas fireplace. Sure, there are several places online you can purchase these, but you can be confident about the installation with Firemasters. They ensure a professional, safe installation process that will keep your family warm and offer you peace of mind, increase the value of your home, and save money. Firemasters, Route 13, Carterville.
When you bank with Banterra, you'll benefit from a bank that offers convenience and exceptional service. I'm Jeff Spieth, Market Executive for Banterra, and we want to be your financial partner. We offer personal service combined with superior products such as digital banking, smart checking options, and competitive lending rates. Banterra is the region's largest locally owned community bank with 25 Southern Illinois branches to serve you. Banterra Bank, proud supporter of high school sports. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
67-45 our score, 4:15 remaining in the contest. Lions are up 22. Warriors have the ball coming out of the timeout. Carter Wasson across midcourt. Up top now to the right wing. That's Reitz. It drives the baseline, kicks it back to Wasson. He thought about shooting. Head fakes, gets it to Reitz. He dribbles around the left side. Booch takes it from there. Leaves it to Feeney, and now Wasson on the right wing. He's going to pull up three, and that was short out of bounds. The ball off of Caden Hawkins. It's going to stay with the Warriors.
Yeah, this tough break. Hawkins was there. The ball came off the rim and went straight down, and he just wasn't able to corral it before it went out off his hands.
From the right baseline, it's going to be Noah Feeney, who throws it out into the backcourt. It's controlled by the Warriors. And Caden Hawkins hustling to try to get the ball. The ball goes out of bounds, and he slid and left a nice big sweat mark right there on the floor.
I mean, the least he could have done, Dave, if you're going to slide like that, do a snow angel. Come on.
That's true. Bump the cheerleaders out of the way. Carterville's cheerleaders just below us here at Trico High School. Nice feed to Booch, who converts the other way. He's in double digits, 10 now for Evan. And it's a 20-point lead, 67-47, 3.5 remaining. Lustenberger hands it to Berkey. Berkey drives to the elbow, kicks it to Biddle. Biddle drives the baseline, up and off the glass, and the bucket's good, and a blocking foul called by Evan Reitz.
I think it's only been one charge called tonight, and that was the charge that Wakey took earlier in this game.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
But, I mean, you got 69 points, still 3:21 to go. I think Coach Hawkins will be happy with the way his team's played, given the fact that they haven't had a lot of practices before this game.
6 with the full squad as Biddle hits the free throw to convert the three-point play. 17 now. Caden Hawkins with 21. Peyton Biddle 17. Cade Lustenberger with 10. 3 players in double digits. Feeney now to Cannon Ruby. Top of the key, it goes to Reitz. He bumps into Blake Berkey. Leaves it for Cale Newby. Newby has it around to Feeney. Feeney head fake. Leaves it back to Newby. Newby has Hawkins on him. Dribbles across the logo, midcourt, over to the left wing. To Feeney. Noah Feeney. Where's number 40? To Newby. Newby out across the logo. Boy, he's just all sorts of mess, but he controls it. Feeds it to Reitz. Reitz has his shot blocked by Hawkins. The other way, outlet pass. Peyton Biddle layup is good.
Wow. All I can say is wow.
Can you say it backwards?
Wow.
Wow. How about that?
I had to think about that for a
I know
second.
you did. I saw the look on your face. 2:15 on the clock.
Man, that's cruel to do that to an old man.
And we have a foul that was called on Caden Hawkins.
Yeah, Carterville's going to empty their bench now.
72-47, a 25-point lead. 2:14 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Boy, it's been a good game. Good start to the season for the Lions.
Yeah, no question about it.
Cale Newby is at the stripe, shooting the free throw. Gets the first one to fall.
And that's without I don't think Vanderzilla scored, one of your starters. Berkey had a quiet night offensively. That was because he was in foul trouble, and you still put up 72.
Second from Newby's no good, and the rebound to Carterville. Brandon Skelcher across midcourt over on the left wing with it. Waller drives into the paint, off the glass, can't get it to go, and rebound Warriors. 72-48. Coming up, it'll be our McDonald's postgame show. We'll wrap up the scoring, give you the stats, talk to Coach Shane Hawkins. Nice feed into the paint, spin move, lost the ball, turnover Warriors, giving it back to the Lions. The other way. Driving the baseline, nice feed down low to Poole, kicks it to the corner, 3 from the corner, won't go for Chastain. Carterville controls though, open 3 from the right side, air ball, and the ball goes out of bounds. And it's gonna belong to the Lions. Stay with the Lions.
Well, the subs want to get their name in the scorebook.
90 seconds on the clock. Chastain has it. Now to Skelcher, around to the right side. Driving Engel. Back to Chastain. To the paint, to the block. The shot no good. Rebound put up and good for Parker Poole.
Nice job by Poole. I really liked what he's done in the few minutes he's gotten tonight.
Absolutely. 65 seconds remaining, 74-48. Warriors with it. Don't forget the Lions are back in action on Wednesday night. Another 7 o'clock tip. 6:45 pregame show. Warriors with the ball. Nice feed down low, taking it to the hole, and a foul is going to be called on Carterville's Logan Engel. And that's going to put Aiden Sternberg at the line. And he misses the first free throw. Wow, look coming into the game.
Another Hawkins.
Yeah. Colton into the game. Also, Alex Kimbrough. And
all he does is get the rebound.
Yeah. Kimbrough over on the right wing. He's going to put up a 3 from long range. No good. Rebound Lions. 30 seconds remaining. They work it over to the corner to Chastain. Chastain head fakes into the arc. Now to the left wing. Across the top of the key. 24 seconds remaining. Little Hawk takes it to the hole. Layup. Can't get it to go, but he gets fouled. And Colton Hawkins will go to the line to shoot 2. As the foul is going to be on Steeleville's. I didn't see who they charged that to. As Colton gets into the scorebook as a freshman.
Yeah, as a freshman, he's already a little bit taller than his brother, Caden.
Of course, he won a state championship last year in basketball. The Carterville Junior High boys did. They were outstanding. Misses the second free throw. Carterville fans come to their feet. Under 10 to play. That's going to be the final score. 75-48. Your Carterville Lions start off the season with an impressive win at the Ernie Bozarth Tournament. And they win it tonight over the Steeleville Warriors, 75-48. Stay with us. Our McDonald's postgame show is coming up next on News Radio WJPF.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702.
Okay, we're going to need to go 2 minutes here and then a 90 before the coach to be good.
Telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
Rob Pitt Barbecue, mouth-watering, award-winning barbecue, including their tender barbecue pulled pork sandwiches, the brisket, ribs, chicken, fish, and so much more. Sunday, the golden fried chicken dinner and homemade chicken and dumplings. And don't forget about the pulled pork egg roll. Oh, yeah! Rob's Pitt Barbecue, Route 13 and 148. Now, they're open 7 days a week. Catering is available for your parties and for businesses. 997-2272, and find Rob's Pitt Barbecue on Facebook.
Dr. Childers and his team have been creating smiles across Southern Illinois for over 30 years. Dr. Childers is dedicated to being gentle, compassionate, and efficient during your orthodontic journey. He is also the #1 Invisalign provider in Southern Illinois. Dr. Childers offers offers free consultations at all 3 of his locations, Heron, Benton, and Harrisburg. Check out his website at childersbraces.com for more information. Dr. Childers will help you achieve the smile you've always wanted.
You're a safe, professional, over-the-road truck driver. You have at least 3 years' experience. You have your CDLA license. Clark Transportation Services in Marion. Right now, they are looking for you. $24 to $26 per hour for your first 40 hours each week. $36 to $39 per hour overtime. Annual salary between $80,000 and $90,000 a year. Find out more and how to apply. Visit Z100FM.com or call 618-997-3889.
An impressive win for the Carterville Lions to start this 2022 basketball season. They win it tonight over Steeleville, 75-48. What? Scott Hudson a year ago. Of course, Steeleville winds up at the state tournament, but they win it 52-41 a year ago. And Carterville tonight hanging some points on the board as they have 3 players in double digits this evening.
Well, Coach Hawkins has to be happy. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that he didn't expect his team, to come in here and score 75 points their first game. But they were an offensive machine tonight. They shot unofficially 55% from the field, and that takes into account that when the reserves came in, they only made 1 of 6. So you still shot 55% from the field. Carterville had 8 threes. Steeleville shot 48% from the field. They only had 2 threes. Carterville 7 of 11 from the free throw line, 8 of 16 for Steeleville. Carterville out-rebounded Steeleville 21-19. Lustenberger led the Lions with 7, 5 for Reese to lead the Warriors. And, of course, the big key in this game, 11 turnovers for the Warriors, only 4 for Carterville. And remember, Carterville had 2 in the first half. They had 2 in the first minute of the second half and never turned the ball over again. So Carterville, when you consider it's the first game of the year, we've talked about the few practices that this team's had together because of football. All in all, this was a grade A effort.
The kind of game that Shane Hawkins had hoped he would get tonight.
And he got contributions from a lot of players. I thought Barrington played well off the bench. Crane came in. I guess I'm going to start calling him instant offense because when he gets the ball and he's open, he hit 2 big threes in a row. I thought Wakey played well. He had some big blocks, had a nice basket down low. Berkey played well late, but he didn't get to play much because he's in foul trouble. Of course, Hawkins and Biddle were Hawkins and Biddle. Lustenberger hit some big threes. So everybody that played tonight contributed to this big win.
And don't forget about Tenacious D.
That's right,
Caden
Tenacious
Hawkins.
D. Yeah, well, I tell you what, the kid has what they call a basketball IQ.
Yes.
And it comes naturally from his dad, but he is so much fun to watch. He sees the entire floor, whether it's defensively or offensively. He's the engine that makes this team go, and he had a very, very strong game tonight.
When you look at scoring tonight for the Steeleville Warriors, they were led by the 14 points of their All-Stater a year ago, Jacoby Gross. He winds up with 14. Evan Booch winds up with 10. Others in the scorebook.
You're listening to News Radio WJPF Heron and WCIL Carbondale, a proud member of River Radio, a division of Max Media.
Evan Reeds, who finished with 7. Let's see here. Carter Wasson with 9. Kenan Ruby with 4. Noah Feeney with 3. It was 48 points scored by the Steeleville Warriors. Carterville was led by 3 in double digits tonight, 21 by Caden Hawkins. You had the 19 from Peyton Biddle, 10 from Cade Lustenberger. Others getting in the book, Maddox Crane with 2 3-pointers. He winds up with 8. Drew Barrington with 6. Blake Berkey with 4. Parker Poole with 2. Braden Wakey with 4. And Colton Hawkins gets into the game with a free throw here at the end of the game. 75-48 our final score. And when we come back, we're going to talk to Coach Shane Hawkins, our John A. Logan College Coaches Show, coming up next on News Radio WJPF.
SI Suzuki Strings has music classes.
Hey, I lost you guys for a couple seconds there. It came back, but I had 2 gaps of like 10 or 15 seconds.
Play orchestral quality.
The final score at Trico, and Coach Shane Hawkins joins us here on our post-game show. Coach, your team is averaging 75 points a game this season. Congratulations.
It only goes downhill from here.
What a game. What a nice start for the Lions.
Yeah.
Because we didn't really know what to expect.
No, and if you ask every coach, the opening night, it's a love-hate. You love it that you're finally playing, but you hate it because you don't know if you're prepared enough. And you're never prepared for everything. So you don't know what to expect. You're not even worried about the other team. You're worried about yourself. What are your guys going to do? And we did a lot of good things, but the best part of all of that is we did a lot of things that can be corrected and improved. And it's a process. It's going to take time. But if we can get that kind of effort, and if we can get guys playing that hard, everything else will take care of itself.
Well, Coach, I look at the second quarter in particular, unofficially 9 of 11 from the field, and you made your last 6 shots from the field in that second quarter to get that big lead at half. Then Steeleville comes on a little bit of a run to start the third, but then that's when your team's turned it up again. You ended up hitting 4 threes in that third quarter to put this game away, and I thought that everybody that played tonight contributed in one way or another.
Yeah.
You had guys come off the bench and score for you like Crane. I thought Barrington had a good game. Wakey, I thought, played well. So I know there's room for improvement, but boy, there were some really good efforts here tonight.
There was. We like I said, we did a lot of good things. To get to the next level where we want to be, there's a lot of room for improvement, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that on November 28th. But if we can get that kind of effort, we told them before the game, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to make mistakes offensively. We're going to make mistakes defensively. Are they aggressive mistakes or are they lazy mistakes? And I thought by and large our mistakes were aggressive. They weren't casual mistakes. They were aggressive. They were trying to make a play, and we can live with those mistakes.
Coach, unofficially, though, you talk about mistakes, you only had 4 turnovers in the game, unofficially.
Yeah.
So you didn't make the mistakes with the ball.
And what's impressive about that is the pace at which you play the game. And you had 2 turnovers at half. You had 2 quick turnovers to start the third quarter and never had a turnover the rest of the game.
And I think one or two of them were maybe dropped balls. Where we dropped a pass,
right.
Maybe it was in between somebody, but we got a hand on it and it went out of bounds. Again, they weren't lazy passes. They were trying to make a play for somebody else, and we can live with those mistakes. And like I said, we're happy to be playing. Now we have some film to go back and kind of look at, kind of evaluate where we're at. But we come back on Wednesday and play again, and it's a really fast week. your practices are not going to. I mean, we can't kill them on Tuesday and Thursday. We've got to be able to see some stuff on film, correct things, spend a little bit on time on the floor, and we probably need to spend more time on the floor than anybody. We got to get our conditioning up. Having the ball in our hands is big, and just being able to kind of get those skills back. But if we get that effort, we'll take that, and we'll work on execution, everything else a little bit later.
Coach, coming up on Wednesday night, you're going to take on the team you formerly coached years ago, the Trico Pioneers.
It's a long time ago. That's what I told Coach Dial when I came up here. The dot drills and the ladders that we painted about 15 years ago are still on the concrete.
Yes, they are.
But no, I mean, I
thought it was a little overboard.
Yeah,
you wrote your name in every
yeah,
one.
Well, yeah. I put my initials in them all. Yeah. But it's the first time you go back and play somebody where you've been. That's different. After that, you're used to it, and it becomes another game. And teams who host tournaments always play better in their tournament. They always do. I mean, classic example is El Dorado every year.
Yes.
They play at their best basketball. They're really good during the holiday tournament. Doesn't matter what their record was before that. When you get to the EHT, they take it to a whole new level, and they're going to do the same thing tomorrow night or Wednesday night. They're going to compete. He does a good job. He does a really good job, and they play hard. And we'll prepare a little bit for them, but we got to prepare for ourselves. We got to get ourselves better too.
Coach, the last thing from me, another thing I was impressed with tonight, it being the first game of the year, I honestly don't know that I saw your team take a bad shot tonight. There are times where somebody will force something in a game, take a shot they shouldn't. I don't remember any of those tonight, and I, again, after what I saw tonight for first game of the year, I tell you, I was impressed with how well your team played tonight.
You know what? We've got older guys. We've talked about it. You've got older guys. You've got older guys who have played together. You've got older guys who have played a lot of basketball. That helps. I mean, that experience is there's no other substitute for that. And you got older guys and you have experience. You should be able to play the right way, and I thought we did a really good job of that tonight.
Coach comes away with the win, 75-48 Carterville Lions over the Steeleville Warriors. Congratulations, and we'll see you on Wednesday night.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Coach Shane Hawkins joined us here on our John A. Logan Coaches show. We're going to go on and take our final break, and we'll wrap this broadcast up here live from Trico High School on News Radio WJPF.
The News Radio WJPF First Alert.
There was no other break. That was your break. Weather, and you're coming back.
For tomorrow, mostly cloudy and breezy, and a 40% chance of afternoon showers, a high of 63. An 80% chance of rain Tuesday night, possibly thunderstorms after midnight, a low of 36. Sunshine in the forecast for Wednesday with a high of 41. Mostly clear skies and cold Wednesday night, an overnight low dropping down to 20.
75-48 the final score. Carterville Lions 1-0 on the season, as an outstanding game tonight by the Carterville Lions. Caden Hawkins with 21, Peyton Biddle 19, Cade Lustenberger with 10 to lead the Lions. Carterville will be right back here Wednesday night, Scott Hudson.
That was a lot of fun. Let's do this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday night against the home team, Trico, and then Friday night, the early game, 5:30 against Redbud. And just what a fun game to watch. I mean, Carterville came out, shot lights out, created I forgot what I had here, turnover-wise, created 17 turnovers, turned a lot of those into points. Just a fun game to watch for the first game of the year. And like you told Coach Hawkins, well, you're averaging 75 points a game. And he said, well, it's only downhill from there.
Yeah, well.
Which, everybody knows that's not going to happen every game. But you saw a lot of kids contribute tonight. And I think that's what should get a lot of Carterville fans excited. There was a lot of kids that came off the bench and contributed, and that's what they're going to have all year.
Let's remember this moment, the last game of the season, and see what their per-game average is.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if they could carry that. 75-48 the final score again. The Lions will be back in action coming up Wednesday night. 6:45 will be our pregame coverage tip-off slated for 7 o'clock. For Brian R. Powell back at the studio, our producer, engineer, from my broadcast partner, that's Scott Hudson. He's the best in the business. I'm Dave McKenzie. Have a great night, everybody. And thank you for listening to Lion Sports here on News Radio WJPF. God bless.